All right, peace and greetings, peace and greetings. We back. Was having technical difficulties earlier. Wasn't able to pull up the document. I have it now though, so good to go. So I'm just gonna wait for everybody to join back in. Comment that you're back. Put "I'm back" in the comments. Put "I'm back" in the comments, and we're going to get started. Get going. Technical difficulties with the first video, guys, but stick with me. I have the document up now, and I want to go over it for you to explain in numbers why you have to have a home-based business in 2018. Just waiting for everybody to jump back in that was on the last live. I'm sorry, guys, that I missed. Couldn't get the document up on the last video, but I have it here now. And we're going to get it started as soon as a few more people jump back in. For everyone who is watching now, please comment where you're from. I love to see where everybody's tuning in from. So just put in your location in the comment section so I can see where everybody's watching from. Definitely appreciate it. As I say, my name is Corey Rose. I am the founder of Your Business Needs. We're located here in New York City. Where you guys at? NC. Nice. What part of North Carolina? So, guys, we're just waiting for a few more people to jump back on the live. I can start hitting the notifications now. On the last live, I couldn't get the document up. As you see on the screen now, I have the document up. I want to go over it with you in cold, hard facts and numbers why you have to have a home-based business in 2018. So if you think somebody needs to see this, needs to hear this information, go ahead and hit the share button for me, and let's get this video out there. Let's get the information out there to our people. All right, we're going to get started in the next 60 seconds. So go ahead, put in the comments where you guys are from. Lets me know that you're there. Also lets me know that my page is working. And like I said before, we're gonna start in the next 30 seconds or so here, okay? Rocktown, Flint, Michigan. There we go. Welcome. Thank you for joining. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. If you did see the previous earlier video, what I was explaining on is, if you heard of the new Trump tax plan, the new Trump tax plan is geared to businesses and corporations. You, as a citizen, as a W-2 employee, will have less deductions that you will be able to use on your tax return this year. Okay. So what you need to do is turn yourself into a business, turn yourself into a corporation. Now, starting a business the traditional way costs thousands of dollars. It also takes a lot of timing and planning. You have to buy license, permits, the whole rigmarole. A lot of people are not in the situation in their lives right now where they can do this, where they can focus so hardly on starting a business. That's where a home-based business comes to play, because a home-based business has low startup costs, has very low startup costs. Usually you can start a home-based business for under $100. And what's so great about a home-based business is you can now, by having a home-based business, take advantage of all those tax advantages that big corporations do, like a McDonald's, like a Nike. You have access, you will qualify for over 450 tax deductions just by having a home-based business. And what's so crazy about it, even by having a home-based business, even if you're not profitable, you still get to take advantage of all these things. Okay, so now what I have on the screen here is a Schedule C example. A Schedule C example. I have 3 people. Okay, I have a person who has a job, no home-based business. We have in the middle row, have a job, person with a job, has a home-based business that's losing money. And third, we have a person with a job and they actually are profiting in their home-based business. Okay, all right. Now, all of them are making $75,000 a year. Okay, everybody see on the first line here, $75,000 a year. Okay, and that's good money. That's good money. That's over $6,000 a month. I know a lot of you out there would love to be getting $6,000, grossing $6,000 a month. Okay, so they're starting at $75,000. Let's take column 1, the guy that has, or the guy or girl who doesn't have a home-based business. Okay, so they make $75,000 for the year. Because they don't have a home-based business, they don't have any business income, any business deductions. So that is all zero. In addition to not having a home-based business, they didn't put anything towards investments. Okay. So now their adjusted gross income is still $75,000. Okay. Now they get the standard deduction, which is $12,600 plus exemptions. Let's say you're head of household and you have 1 child. That's $12,000 more. Now that brings your taxable income to $50,400. Okay, $50,400. All right. Now let's take a look before we finish that column out. Now let's take a look at column number 2. Have a job, also have a home-based business, but the home-based business isn't making me any money. Let's go through that. Now, still starting with the same $75,000. For the year, his home-based business brought in $5,000 worth of income. But because of the business, he wrote off $20,000 in deductions. Okay? So that will give this person a net business income of negative $15,000. Okay, negative $15,000. But in addition to the business, he also put away $5,000 into a tax deductible investment. So he invested $5,000 as well. Now, because he has a business and he invested money, his now adjusted gross income is $55,000. As you can see here, $55,000. All right. Now with the same deductions, standard deductions, $12,600, and the same exemptions, head of household with 1 child, his taxable income now is $30,400. Now, the guy that had no job, taxable income was $50,400. So he or she essentially knocked off $20,000 worth of taxable income, which means now that, let's say they're getting taxed at a 25% rate, person number 1 has to pay the government $12,600 in taxes. So really their walk away income for that year was only about $38,000. Now let's look at how much for number 2. The person with a job has a home-based business that lost money. Their taxable income now is $30,400. Tax at the same 25%. They only have to pay the government $7,600. And as you can see there, that's a savings of $5,000. So you throughout the year put $5,000 back into your pocket just by having that business that's not even making you money. Are you following me out there? Guys, are you following me? Is this good information? Are you seeing what's going on? Put in the comments that you see what's going on. And then let me tell you the real trick. even though you put $5,000 back throughout the year, you essentially, this person actually gained $10,000 in cash flow. Remember, he or she put $5,000 in investments that's not taxed. So that's actually, you created $10,000 in cash flow. That is money. That's cash money in your pocket. Money in your pocket. Now, let me tell you guys what business deductions really mean. Business deductions mean your lifestyle. You pay for your lifestyle. So let me give you an example. That same as we see here, business deductions, Schedule C, line 28. 20,000 in business deductions. What that means is this. Let's say, okay, we in the holiday season, right? Let's say you're going out of state back to your hometown to visit your family, right? You have to fly. Let's say it's going to cost you $5,000 just to take you and your family back to your hometown somewhere for the holidays, right? Because you have a home-based business. If you actively promote and try to sell your business while you're going on that vacation, that now you can write it off. So instead of paying that $5,000 out of pocket, you'll be able to write it off. And then the best thing is, while you're promoting your business, you might happen to make a sale. I haven't talked about selling or customers, none of that stuff. Just by having these structural systems in place puts money in your pocket. Thank you, Mr. Drake. Thank you. I hope they hear me out there. Do y'all guys hear me? Do you see how the money is going? Do you see how you can build wealth? All right, let's talk about the last example. If you have a job and you actually have a home-based business that's making you money. So still start with the same $75,000, just like everyone else, right? Now, but this business owner actually made $40,000 this year. $40,000. So that means their total income for the whole year was $115,000. Let me say that again. We're adding 75 into 40, $115,000 for the year. They have the same deductions, $20,000 in business deductions, which we just named as what? Lifestyle. Your lifestyle. Okay? That means they have a net business income of what? $20,000. Now, with their net business income, they put $20,000 into what? Investments, moving your money, shifting your income. This is why it's so important to learn how to shift your income. Now, because of all the things they did, their adjusted gross income is what now, guys? Is what? Back to $75,000. So they still get the same standard deductions at $12,600. Same head of household with one kid for the exemptions, $12,000. And now their taxable income is $50,400. And now they're getting taxed at what? 25%. So they're paying the same $12,600 as the guy who made $75,000 and didn't have a business. But remember, they paid for their lifestyle. They took the business income, put it into investments for the future, and still was able to have all that cash flow throughout the year. Throughout the year. How many people out there think this is just amazing? This is crazy. It's so crazy to me when you can be able to put this in such simple terms. That's why I made this. So it can be in the most simplest term. As you can see the money. You can see the money. You don't have to have a special degree or some fancy education. You can see this. Everybody who's watching, put in the comments. Do you agree with this information? Is this amazing information? What are your thoughts about this information? What are your thoughts? Thank you, Sean. Thank you. I'm trying to explain it in the most simplest terms. I'm trying to explain it where our people can definitely understand what's going on and how to take advantage of this. Because when this new tax bill comes up, I had posted it on our page before that shows you how much money you make and how much your taxes will be affected by this new tax plan. Don't be mad at stuff. Stop being angry and mad at stuff. Everybody's so mad about this tax plan. Yeah, it does suck for the working class person. It does. But what are you going to do to make sure it's in your advantage? And the way you can take advantage of this, because America is always telling you, start a business, become a corporation. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you tuned in. I'm trying to give information to you guys that you can use and better your lives so you can start reaching your financial goals. Now, let me talk about what's so great, another great advantage of having a home-based business. Now that you have a home-based business, you can do what? You can now go and change your W-4 form. You know that form that you filled out when you first started your job that your HR couldn't help you with? When you asked them how you fill it out, they just said put zeros. You remember that? Now that you have a home-based business, you can be able to go back and change that W-4. Now that you go change your W-4 to the correct manner to show your situation that you're in now, you will start to see $200 to $800 back on your paycheck each month. Look at example 2. See that $5,000 difference here? That $5,000 gets paid to you every 2 weeks in your check. Not $5,000, but incrementally, if it's $200 to $800, you are receiving that money back each pay period. And when the year's up, if this is your example, you would have gotten $5,000 back into your pocket, back into your household. How many of you guys out there could have used the extra $5,000 last year? How many of you guys? Put in the comments 5,000. If you could have used the extra $5,000 last year for your household, for your kids, for medical emergencies, for school trips, clothes, anything of that sort, put 5,000 in the comments. Because this is exactly what we are teaching. Now, we're going to teach you, you're going to take that same 5,000 or whatever the amount of money your situation allows you to get legally, and then you're going to do what column 3 is showing. You're going to build your business, but you're also going to invest more. You're going to invest more because they can't tax this. They can't tax it. So you're going to invest more because investments are taxed the least in America. This is how funny our tax system is set up. It is literally set up just like this. Passive income, investments, things that you do not have to do anything for and you gain capital, right, are taxed the least. So the thing you work the least hardest for, you get taxed the less, right? The self-employed business owner, all right, you work a little harder than an employee. You have better advantages, so you get taxed a little bit worse than investments. But you, the employee, W-2, you, the hardworking 40 hours, 60 hours a week person gets taxed the most, up to 35%. Who else sees what's wrong with this? Wrong with this scenario? What's wrong with this picture? You do the most work, but you get taxed the most. Your boss who has a business gets taxed less than you, but makes way more money than you. And then the millionaires, billionaires, or people who know how to take advantage of investments, who don't have to pick up a finger, gets taxed the least. I see a lot of 5,000s in the comments. I see a lot of 5,000s. Mashana, I need help starting to be a corporation, home-based business. Exactly. Home-based business is how you're going to start your corporation. As I said, home-based businesses, early in the video, home-based businesses have a low cost startup. You usually can get started for under $100. And here at Your Business Needs, we partnered with a company will actually get you started with a home-based business for only $35. And it comes with continuously financial education. Andre, you have a barbershop in your home. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You start something that you always do. It's so interesting. Do you know it's over 44 million Americans who say they have a side hustle? Let me say that again. It's over 44 million Americans who say they have a side hustle. So people know that they need extra cash. People know they need more money. So they out here trying to grind and get it. But the problem is you did not start a business. You're hustling backwards, as they say in my neck of the woods. You hustling backwards. Because if you have a side hustle, you should have a side business. And that business should be a home-based business. So that way your side hustle can take advantages of all the things that's on the screen right now. Andre, are you taking advantage of these strategies? Are you taking advantage of it? Because you already have hopefully you have the barbershop is incorporated, is a full-fledged business where you can take advantage of these things. So how many people are interested? Because I see a lot of people, do you have a link? Do you have a link? Can you send some email? And that's what I want to see, because that means to me that I am explaining the information in the correct way. And there's a lot of people starting to join now. If for all you guys watching, because there's new people coming on right now. Put in the comments, would you like me to go over the Schedule C example one more time? Would you like for me to go over it one more time with you guys? I'm really doing it for the new people that's coming on, but if anyone who missed a part of it wants me to go back over and explain these 3 examples that we have on the screen. Miss Ponder says yes. Sean says yes. Eagle Man says yes. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do it again. Okay. We're going to do it again. And I'm going to preface this by saying you can't afford not to have a home-based business. And this is why right here. Here we go. We have the 3 examples on the screen. We have the 3 examples. First example is in the first row, the first column, is a person with a job, no home-based business. Okay. The second person is a person with a job, has a home-based business that's actually losing money. Okay. And the third person is a person who has a job, but has a home-based business, but they're actually profiting in their business. Okay. Everybody with me? Everybody with me? If you're with me, put yes in the comments. Are you still following me? Push yes in the comments. Yes, Miss Francis, we help with all that. We do it all here at Your Business Needs. We can help you get incorporated. We can help you get started with your branding, logos, everything to get you started. Matter of fact, Miss Francis, inbox me and we'll talk more about it. Okay, inbox me so I can show you some things. Okay. All right, everybody's putting yes. Great. So everybody's following me. Let's start with the person in this example that's probably more like you guys out there. Okay. They're making $75,000 a year on their job. $75,000 a year on their job. So that means they're grossing over $6,000 a month. That's good money. I don't know y'all guys' situations, but that's good money. Right? But they don't have a business. They don't have a home-based business. So on the second line here, business income zero, business deduction zero, net business income zero. That's going to be all zero because you don't have a home-based business. Now, because also they didn't invest in their self this year. They didn't invest in themselves this year, so they have nothing in investments. So the adjusted gross income is still that same $75,000. Everybody still follow me. Their adjusted gross income is still that same $75,000. Now, they do the standard deductions, which is $12,600, and then they have exemptions, which are they're the head of household with one child. And we're going to say that's $12,000, okay? So now their taxable income goes from $75,000 to $50,400. Everybody following? Their taxable income went from $75,000 now to $50,400. Now we're going to say they tax at 25%, which is reasonable. Most W-2 workers, W-2 people are taxed at 33%, but for this example, we're going to do 25. And at a 25 tax rate, they have to pay the U.S. government $12,600. That's what they owe for the year, $12,600. Everybody with me? Everybody see this example of the person with the good paying job, no home-based business. Started with $75,000 because of deductions and exemptions. Taxable income is $50,400, and now they're taxed at 25%. They have to pay the government $12,600. Now let's take a look at the same person. It might be their coworker. Let's say it's their coworker. They work together every day, same hours, same grind. But this person who makes their coworker who makes the same amount of money as them actually started a business, a home-based business. Okay? And the business didn't do great. It only made $5,000 for the whole year. It only brought in $5,000 for the whole year. Okay? Which is less than $500 a month. Which is less than $125 a week. Okay? I can keep going. Was less than $20 a day. I can keep going to really break it down and show you how easy you can reach these numbers. Okay? Now, it made only $5,000, but the business expenses were $20,000. The business deductions were $20,000. So net business income, what? The business what? Lost $15,000. Everybody following me? They made 5. The business deductions expenses are 20. So they are negative $15,000 for the year in their business. Everybody follow me? But this person still had the foresight to put $5,000 into investments. Okay? So now their tax number went from $75,000 to adjusted gross income of only $55,000. Do you see that? They dropped their number $20,000 by having a home-based business that didn't even make them money. Now they get the same standard deductions, they get the same exemptions, hit a household with one child, and look at that. Look at their taxable income number. Just look at the taxable income number. $30,400. Now taxed at the same 25%. They only have to pay the government $7,600. And as you can see, that's a savings of over $5,000. So they put $5,000 of cash flow back into their pocket throughout the year. $5,000 back into their pocket for the year because they were able to just start a home-based business that didn't even make money. They just promoted and worked their business. Now, let me tell you the beauty that you guys missed. I showed you the first $5,000. They actually made an additional $5,000 on top of that. And where did they make that at? Let's go to additional tax deductible investments. Remember, they put away $5,000 in investments. That just doesn't get taxed. So what you really did, this person did, is put $10,000 of cash flow back into their household. $10,000. $10,000 difference because they had a home-based business that lost money. Are you guys following me out there? Is this information powerful? Is it powerful? If this information is powerful in the comments. If I'm teaching you something new today, put powerful in the comments. Now, I know some of you guys out there said, but Corey, he still spent $20,000 in his business. Do you know what business deductions really mean? Business deductions means your lifestyle. That's what you're paying for. So throughout the year, because you have a business, you're paying for your lifestyle. The example I gave earlier in the live. A lot of people are flying back home, moved away. I'm originally from Virginia. And I know like a lot of people, we move away from home to find greener pastures. So let's say you're taking your family back to your home state, right? Let's say you got plane tickets, hotel, whatever. It's going to cost you $5,000 for the trip. Now you go home. But while you're home, you're what? Promoting your business. Promoting, talking about it, trying to gain interest in your business. Even if you do not get a sale, that trip, now it was a what? Business trip, and you will be able to write that off. So that same $5,000 you would have spent just to go there that you're throwing in the air actually comes back to you now because you have a home-based business. The government only requires 3 things for a home-based business. Oh, I see a lot of powerfuls out there. Thank you, guys. Thank you. But let me talk about this. The government only requires 3 things for a home-based business. Okay? Those 3 things are: you have to have good record keeping. You have to actively work your business 4 hours per week. And lastly, you have to attempt to make a profit. That's it. That's what qualifies as a home-based business in America. You have to take advantage of these things, guys. That's a thing before things change. before they change, and you're left on the outside. Think about how many things you were told about in the past that you knew you should have jumped on, but you sat still and waited, and now you look back at it and say, I wish I jumped in. Bitcoin is that for me. I had a chance to get in 2010, and I thought it didn't make sense to me at the time. But a home-based business has to make sense, especially with the numbers I have on the screen for you here. All right, let's talk about the last column. This is the person, co-worker again, making $75,000, but their home-based business is actually making money. They actually made $40,000 in business income. They spent the same $20,000 in business deductions, which what I just told you, what that's called, your lifestyle. You're paying for your lifestyle. So that means the net business income was $20,000. That's a great year for a home-based business to make an additional $20,000 of cash flow. But this person was very smart. He took that same $20,000 and put it into investments. Now, person 3 who made $75,000 and also had $40,000 in business income, that means they made $115,000 for the year. But because of the business, their adjusted gross income is only $75,000. The same as the person, their coworker who didn't even have a business. But example 3 has $40,000 in cash flow, and they're paying the same amount in taxes. As you can see, same deductions, same exemptions, same taxable income, same tax rate, paying the same to the government. But example 3 made $115,000 and got their lifestyle paid for. Remember, business deductions. Do you guys see what's going on out here? Do you see? Is this example showing you why you need a home-based business? Why you need to start one now and start one today? And if you don't even have an idea of what you want to do, but you know you need to have a home-based business, inbox me. Inbox me. We partner with a company that will get you a home-based business for only $35. And it also comes with continuing financial education, these good nuggets of information that I'm giving you. I also will be your mentor on your journey of building your business and building your financial wealth. If you want to clean your credit, identity theft, a lot of things come in this package of owning a home-based business, and that's only for $35. So that's for the people out there who don't know what type of business they want to start, but they want to start something, they want to help people. For all you other people out there who actually know what type of home-based business you want to start, but you want to learn how to do branding, how to change your paperwork so you can take advantage of these tax laws, how to actually promote your home-based business and make more business income, hit me in the inbox and we can talk about how we can help you achieve that. I have to get off of here, guys, in a few minutes, but I want to ask if you have any questions, post it in the comments now and I'll try to answer it while I still have a few minutes left on this live. So post any questions you might have in the comments. Let me stroll back through. Let me see. Eagle Man, what if you're in a different country? I'm in Jamaica. Okay, these are for U.S. tax laws. I'm not familiar with Jamaica tax laws, so I cannot speak on that. I'm familiar with the U.S. tax code. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor, not a tax attorney, none of that stuff. I'm just a business guy who educated himself on matters of money. That's my disclaimer, by the way. And Miss Francis, hit us in the inbox. As I said before, we can incorporate your home-based business. We can legitimize it. We can make sure you take advantage of these tax laws to put more money and more cash flow into your pocket. Okay, Chrissy, we'll talk. We'll talk, okay? Definitely. Expect to see your inbox soon, okay? Marcus, that's both. LLC or corporation. You can do an S Corp or LLC. But for a home-based business, I always tell my clients to start with the LLC. Alicia says, how what, Alicia? How what? I don't understand your question. And Miss Love D, you got your hand raised. So Miss Love D, are you ready to start a home-based business? Do you have a business idea already in mind, or do the other option of having a business already ready to go for you for only $35 a month? $35 sounds pleasing to you with the financial education to fix your credit and those things. Maxo gives the big thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Miss Jones. Yes, Miss Jones. I'm glad you ran into this live as well. You have to have a home-based business in 2018. It just, you cannot afford not to have a home-based business. It's like you can't afford not to have a cell phone. Can't afford not to have a car. You can't not afford to have a home-based business in 2018. You have to have it. Okay, Miss D, inboxes, Miss D, inboxes. Hey, man, from Morocco. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Sean, we're located in Brooklyn, New York. That's where we're located at, Brooklyn, New York. You're welcome, Marcus. Marcus, are you looking to start an LLC? Okay, guys, my time has come. I have to jump off this live. Any other questions, just please inbox us here at Your Business Needs. We're going to be doing more live, more educational content coming up in the upcoming year, as well as still pushing our social injustice awareness. And so please stay tuned. We got some exciting things going on. If you want to take advantage of starting a home-based business today, inbox us now. We can get you over that information and we can get you started. This is Corey from Your Business Needs. Peace in the shade.